Yeah, that's just the kind of guy I am. Very considerate and sensitive to your needs above my own.
You are not the guy. You're not capable of being the guy. You are not the guy.
Hey there, friends. Trace amounts of science. Today we've got a high school creep resurfacing in our OP's DMs. He sends a sausage selfie. OP sends it to the grandma, and coming off of the boomer humor thing from yesterday. No, wait, it's boomers being fools. The boomer apologist video from yesterday. The grandma does make apologies for the grandson. Gives OP a little boys will be boys, which, that ain't great. So, you kind of see why he turned out that way. Certainly it's going to be a ride, and then if we have time, we'll get into something else. But thanks for joining me today. Let's get it started. High school creep resurfaces. Hashtag niceguys. I'm gonna call it Neckbeard story. I found it in Neckbeard stories. Hey. Sorry, new number. Who is this?
Here I'm trying to be friendly, and I feel like you're trying to get rid of me.
I legitimately do not know who this is. Already, just like subconsciously beating himself up. If you know she doesn't want to talk to you secretly, why send the message?
Just shooting his shot, I suppose. It's me from Algebra 2. Did you forget who I was?
I have a new phone, so again, didn't know who this number belonged to. So, you mean from high school?
We also had Spanish 1 together, and I think the same AP history class.
I don't know how long after high school this is, but if it's more than a couple of years, please stop. If you're good buddies, then hey, remain good buddies. But you can't come in here and try to build a relationship off like, hey, we had a couple classes together. So what? Everyone fucking did. Leave me alone. OP says, I didn't take any AP classes.
Neckbeard says, oh, that's surprising, because you always can't off so intelligent. Came off.
Then you know he's beating himself up.
Stupid, you said came off. Now she's gonna think we're totally dumb and lame.
Don't worry, she thought that already. OP says, aw, thanks, haha. Yeah, it's the brush off aw, thanks. That's the aw, thanks I give you so you don't go into a tirade about how most girls are stupid, but you're different. Neckbeard says,
you must be wondering why I'm writing.
Yeah, aren't we all? The anticipation's killing me. I wish it would. Well, yeah, actually, says OP. This is kind of out of the blue.
I always had a crush on you in school, and I recently gained 50 pounds of muscle, and got the last few credits to graduate with my AAS in criminology, and I finally feel like I'm good enough for you.
God.
First off, who are you?
This is pathetic. Why are you chasing that hard? Did she know about this goal? Have you talked at all since high school? Or you've just spent this last few years in a frenzy? Going to college, hitting the gym, doing all the things, so that some girl that you talked to a couple years back might give you a chance at some point, maybe. He did all these things in pursuit of a reward over a girl in high school that hardly knew he existed, but in his limerence-driven fantasy, he drew this entire house and life for them. They already have children, little ghost babies. You think about those ghost babies before you tell me no. Opie says, oh, wow. That's very sweet of you, but I'm just getting off a really intense breakup, so I'm not really looking right now. Hope you've been well otherwise. Congratulations on all your success, and see you around. See, that's nice, respectful. It is a brush off, but it's respectful. Neckbeard comes back. He's got to convince her to stay.
I'm not like the other men whom have frittered in and out of your life.
Yes, let me tell you how I imagine your life to be. Okay, cool.
I am poetic and considerate, and I can provide for you.
Oh, man.
I've got the muscles. The ladies love me. I've got a big willy. What more could they want?
What a selling point. This is physically painful.
And we can cuddle up on the couch and not even do anything intimate. Just like hold each other.
There has to be some kind of history outside of we went to high school together. You don't just do all of this, do you? Maybe he does. What a terrifying thing to witness. Opie says, I think you might be jumping the gun a little bit, talking about providing for me. No doubt. I'm not interested in a relationship at this time, and am 2 years deep in school myself, and am capable of supporting myself. Hell yeah, feels good to support yourself. Feels good to get after it, doesn't it? And I'm not being like, girl power, rah rah, because Neckbeard could do this too. But despite what he says, he doesn't have a lot going on. His brother's the one that went to criminology college, as we'll find out from Grandma a bit later. Spoilers, I guess. But on top of that, 50 pounds of muscle? That's like a fish story, dude. It gets bigger every time I tell it.
Do I look swole? I totally look swole, bro. I probably gained like 80 pounds of muscle.
Okay, cool. Why don't you do something tangible with your life? I'm sure everybody around you would appreciate it. And you'd be too busy to hold flames for girls from high school. What the fuck?
I know you're probably just brushing me off because you remember me being kind of prepubescent and wispy, but I assure you, I'm swole now, and I'll protect you from your exes and make a great life for us.
He just saw Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and he's like,
I remember. Manic Pixie Dream Girl must be that girl from my math class. I better go harass her on Facebook.
protect you from your exes? Prepubescent and wispy? First impressions do last, but what I'm not gonna get over is this weird talk of the future, when presumably you guys haven't interacted in years. These are the actions of a crazy person.
You don't even have to do anything intimate on the first few dates, since I know you're going through a tough time.
You don't even have to.
I'm not gonna make you. You'll probably cry during it.
What the hell, man? He understands. See, she's going through a tough time. He's not gonna make you.
See? That
He's gonna say it. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's just the kind of guy I am. Very considerate and sensitive to your needs above my own.
You are not the guy. You're not capable of being the guy. You are not the guy.
You truly believe that in your heart of hearts? Take a look back at the conversation. Try to forget that you're the one causing all of the turmoil and just see it for what it is. It's creepy, weird, off-putting, unsettling. Choose your adjective, preferably all of them. OP says, I am beginning to feel uncomfortable. We all are, dude.
Okay. I'm sorry. That was too forward, and I apologize.
See, he spent so much time obsessing about this. He just had to get it out of his brains. That's probably what concerns me above anything else.
You're not in the mood for a relationship at this point in your life, and I can respect that.
Weren't you the one that said in the last message that we're going on a couple dates, but we don't have to do anything? No, you're not going to make me do anything intimate. There's some subtext here, you know? You say you can respect it, but just show me, okay?
Let's just catch up, because besides your look, I always thought you were really cool and going places. What college are you at?
Do not tell him OPSEC. At all times. He's trying to wind it back. You don't let him wind it back. It's too late. I know what your brain looks like inside now.
I don't like it. I don't trust it.
But OP says, yeah, sure. You were/are definitely a nice guy, so don't confuse that at all. Oh, he is definitely currently a nice guy. I'm at Place doing a degree in hospitality.
Oof. Told you about that upset, damn it.
But I'm not actually 100% set on my major yet. I might actually transfer to communications or maybe even sociology. I'm kind of shopping my options right now. What do you want to do in criminology? get away with crime. He's not going to say that part out loud. But that's why a lot of criminologists are interested, right? Usually they sort them out, and the ones they don't, well, they just become crooked cops. I also do find it a little unfortunate that OP's, not super passionate about any one thing. I guess hospitality is one of those that you do just because everybody needs it. Communication, sociology, it sounds a lot more fun. But I don't know, good luck finding gainful employment as a sociologist. We'd probably hire you at ReddX Industries. But the pay's trash, I'm gonna tell you that much. I break you off when I can, but sometimes it's a little rougher than others, you know?
So yeah, Neckbeard says, crime scene tech, but my bro has his AAS in criminology, and he's a corrections officer now, which seems like a pretty solid job, so I don't know. That's on the table too, I guess.
They would never let this galoof into a crime scene, would they? He's 100% going to be a corrections officer. He's going to abuse his authority in horrible ways inside the prison, and he just wants you to be a part of that when he gets back home, OP. Don't you want to be a part of that? He's not going to make you do anything until he actually does make you do something. See, because now you're not sad no more, so I had to make you. This is just next level. What a maniac out there thinking he's just like normal people. How low is your IQ exactly? Opie says, those both sound exciting and rewarding, so when did you graduate exactly?
I haven't technically graduated, but I have 3 more credits to fulfill by the end of the year, but it's really nothing.
We already know that he's lying about it, and now the lie just gets more intricate. What a tangled web we weave when first we choose to deceive, Opie says, oh, sorry, I thought you said you'd earned your degree credits. My mistake. What classes? Anything meaningful or just core stuff?
Core stuff? Like exercise? My core's jacked.
Gotta pay the principal if you want to graduate from Ohio State. Double A's!
I'm sure it is. He's not been to college at all. He hasn't stepped 1 foot in there. Everybody knows what a core class is. Opie says, no, I meant like basic math and English courses required of everyone regardless of major.
Yeah. 1 math class, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just tired of lying now. Whatever. I'll make something else up later. Isn't it difficult to lie all the time? Why can't we all just live a more honest life? Especially in the age of the internet. It's all chronicled already. Just be the best person you can, for God's sake. Opie says, that's nice. Okay, Hank. Oh, Hank. Why you gotta do Hanks like that, man? That's a strong masculine name. And now this little Cheez-It had to come along and ruin it. I have to get going to my job now. Nice to catch up. Goodbye. She knows he's lying 100%. Women always know. And then when they catch you in one, they start thinking about all the other ones that might be possible. And it spirals out of control really quick. So just don't lie. It's fine.
When are we going to talk again?
You are desperate, aren't you, Hank?
I really respect your solid life choices, and you are in many ways a role model for me. I've had a lot of struggles in my life, and you seem to have it so together, though I bet you mask some inner pains.
That's right, Hank. You've cut me so deep. Let me spill it all for you now. I hope OP just says, look, I don't really want to talk to you again at all. You're weird. Your struggles mean nothing to me. My struggles mean nothing to you. So let's stop pretending. I don't think she goes that hard with it, but let's see what she opts for. Opie says, well, I actually work full-time and have a work study and attend classes full-time, so I'm not really capable of maintaining any new friendships. I hope you understand. Thanks, and have a nice night. Wow, that's a lot better than what I said. Very diplomatic of you. Unfortunately, pragmatism doesn't get you anywhere with neckbeards. You gotta bowl them over with brute force. He says, wait, why don't you like me? Ew, dude. Shut up, go away. Who cares why she doesn't like you? Maybe she's actually busy. Tell yourself that to keep your ego intact. Who gives a shit? But just stop trying to twist this your way. Opie says, like I said, it isn't about you at all. I'm just very busy and inaccessible right now. So I have to leave for work and turn my phone off.
Oh, okay. I get it.
And then he sends a sausage selfie and a winky face. A winky and a winky face. Opie says, what the fuck? Yes.
How's that look?
It looks like a nightmare.
Let the righteous anger pour forth. Nobody wanted to see this, you degenerate. What would ever make you think that this was a good idea?
He says a question mark.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is normal. I do this all the time.
Well, stop it. His grandma's enabling him. Oh, God. We'll get to it. We will get to it. Well, OP lays down the law here, and you'll love to see it. Nice firm line in the sand. Okay, so first of all, you had no right to text me out of the blue, soliciting a relationship and sending creepy, suggestive messages. Just because you did something nice for me in high school doesn't mean we have a years-long unbreakable bond or something. Yeah, it's creepy. It's pathetic. Please don't contact me. 2, it is so deplorable and gross that you would send me a wrinkly sausage selfie unsolicited. Especially when I tried very hard to be kind to you in the face of your creepiness. Yeah, he gained 50 pounds of muscle. Stuff on the outside might change, but stuff on the inside never really does. Once a creep, always a creep. Unless you get offline and swear off them adult videos and live the good old-fashioned life. Then you might be able to cure your creepiness, but a lot of creeps don't want to go for that. They prefer the dopamine of sending an unsolicited D.
Whoa. Unsolicited?
Yeah, how you gonna spin this one around? Of course. Is a tiny pecker a symptom of blindness? Oh my God. Now we're really seeing some savagery, aren't we? In fairness, I will point out body shaming. But in actuality, I 100% agree with you. Smallest dick energy I've ever seen. Well, not ever, but recently.
Excuse me, but you just said you were being nice and kind to me, and what, I'm supposed to juxtapose from that other than you're being coy?
Coy with a K. I'm surprised he didn't put K-O-I like the fish. I will give him credit, though. Juxtapose was a really good word to throw in there. I don't know where he picked that up.
You lead me on. That's completely unfair.
Oh, with the old flippity flop, here we go.
You can't string me along like that and then not do any gratification in return.
What are you expecting from our brief and unpleasant exchange? What reward could you possibly want for that?
I know what he wants, but we're not going there, so
let's just never talk again.
And now that I sent you a pic, you have to send one back.
Oh yeah? Is that the rules? Did you double dog dare her? Double stamp it? No take backsies?
Yeah, she sends a photo of hers. You gotta send a photo of yours. That's just manners.
Where is that written down? Opie says, wow. Go fuck yourself. Well said.
And by the way,
he just doesn't know when to stay down.
That cursing is very unladylike and unattractive. You'll never score a man like me with a mouth like that.
Well, holy shit, I better keep talking this way, you stupid little... If a mouth like that keeps men like this away, then yeah, why not? I don't like people that use it every sentence, multiple times in every single sentence, but, you know, you can pepper a few in now and again. It really adds some emphasis.
You're all the same when there's a nice guy who comes around. You're too petrified of getting everything you ever wanted and lash out. Well, that's your loss for real.
Yeah, way to rationalize. That's why I did what I did. Does that make you feel better? Now go away.
I've got 3+ booty calls on speed dial, and I was doing you a favor.
Who uses speed dial anymore? Do you not text people or something like that? Hit them up on Messenger? That's how I know you're lying. That's how she knows you're lying. Putting up like this big front. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed for you, friend.
I have a good job and an education and just want to settle down and take care of my princess. Ugh.
No fucking princesses in this house. Unless we have a daughter.
I'm talking about king and queen shit only.
You gotta take care of business. I guarantee you this dude don't take care of no business. He can scarcely take care of himself. And now he just wants to drag somebody else into that mud pile.
I've thought about you for so long.
Ew.
And did all of this for you. This is the thanks I get.
Yeah, call up the booty calls on speed dial and have them come over. I'm sure you feel better in no time. What's that? The booty call's actually an escort service? Huh. Well, I guess that counts. Therapy might be cheaper.
Wow. Just wow, Tab. KYS.
Again, I ask, what sort of reward were you expecting? Oh my god, you gained 50 pounds of muscle, take me now! You lied to me about college classes and having a bunch of girls on speed dial, but you're the one I want now all of a sudden, even after the vague threats, the unsolicited exposing of yourself. Stop, just stop and go away. How exhausting.
No one wants you or could ever be attracted to you and your small ass boobas. I was trying to do the right thing and extend an olive tree.
Yeah, the entire tree. That's more than a branch. Also, on behalf of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, I will not have any of this heresy in my court. All right? You obviously wanted a piece so bad that you pulled your whole ass out. Now you're just trying to widen it back. Everybody sees through it. It's embarrassing. Take that olive tree and shove it where the sun don't shine.
Since you're gonna have such a hard time out there, I thought I'd give you one good bag before you go back to a world of loneliness and rejection like you deserve.
He's projecting so hard right now. He's like, God, I wish anybody wanted me. Why are they all pushing me away? I don't know, dude. Lay awake in bed for hours at a time and just think about it. It's sort of like free therapy, except there's a risk that you might start a negative feedback loop that has you acting even worse than you currently do, since apparently everybody around you's an enabler of some sort. That's how it got this bad in the first place.
Seriously, dude, end yourself. I'm gonna gawk-a-soul one of the 3 or 5 women who live just to beg me, either individually or all at once. And good luck with your life. You're gonna need it.
And then he says the thing that he keeps saying. And again, I think it's a lot of projection. It's unfortunate that it's gotten this bad, but what's even more unfortunate is he's been allowed to get away with it. Even Opie wasn't hard enough to, lay it down as flat as possible. There were some sick burns in there, but she could have, melted the nose off his face. You know what I mean? She didn't. You might think Grandma would get Grandpa to take the belt off and go old school on him, but no, I don't think that's the case from how she talks. He's a precious little baby boy who can do no wrong. I guess we'll see that exchange coming up right now. And here it is. Grandmother, whose grandson sent me unsolicited D pics, responds to my screenshot. I mean, that is a long screenshot, to be fair. Does she have her glasses? Does she need some glasses? No, I can make it real big on the iPad. Call my grandson Daniel. How do you make it big, Daniel? It's like drifting over into old people Facebook. I love it. And yeah, it's kind of also like the boomers being fooled thing yesterday. This is very awkward, Tamira. I'm sorry that you had to experience this. Yeah, this we're talking about is your grandson, by the way. I'm not quite sure what to say. When he gets home, rest assured, we'll be addressing this sort of conduct. It is unacceptable. I'd like to know how exactly you will be addressing it. Grandparents, probably largely ineffectual. We should have filed this with the police on second thought. Whatever. Frankly, I think you could have handled yourself a bit more courteously. See? You're right, grandson. She was a total biatch. But I guess that's none of my business now, considering how things escalated. How about he just learns to take a no? It's a very important thing to teach your little boys, because they are super determined, but at some point, hopefully before the point they reach civilized society, you need to instill in them that when someone says no, you stop. No means no. If my 2-year-old can understand it, then so can your grandson, I'm sure. I understand he is a bit impaired just from the way that he writes and expresses himself, but that's not completely his fault either. We need to give him better tools. Not excuse all of the terrible things and be like, that's just what it is. You should know, in case you do decide to go out together. Grandma really keeping hope alive. That he was a bit misleading or accidentally unclear about his degree. It's his brother that has the criminal sciences degree. He is not in school at the present time, though he intends to enroll for a criminology degree at a local college when his schedule frees up. Hell yeah, community college, let's go. But even that is just like a load of bull. He intends to enroll? Okay, that means nothing to me. So I just wouldn't want you to see him under that false pretense. Dude, his entire life is a false pretense, Grandma. You don't even know the depths of his depravity. You're scared to look. All you do is excuse it, sweep it under the rug. It'll probably get better at some point. No, he's your family member. You need to inform him on how society is supposed to function. Somewhere in your dementia-addled pudding brain, you think there's actually a chance that they might still go out? I know you sent her a sausage selfie, but just take it down to the malt shop and have yourself a phosphorus. Talk it through. I'm sorry you went through that, but I really think he was just confused. Yeah, you're pretty mixed up too, ain't you, Grandma? I guess he did get his plausible deniability in there, but it doesn't excuse any of the actions. She stonewalled him completely. And then he's like, oh, come on, she's just shy. It's really gross. That doesn't make it right, but he is a good person. You show me one person that isn't a good person to their own grandmother. I think the opinion that truly matters is society at large. Nah, that's not true. I couldn't give a fuck if the whole world hated me. What truly matters is your opinion of yourself. But you don't tell that to somebody with narcissistic tendencies, you see? He doesn't do very well with rejections, big or small, and I'm inclined to think he takes this tack with most women, so don't feel singled out. Oh yeah, that makes me feel so much better. Do you hear the things that you're saying? Can I read some of this back to you? Yeah, his dong's out there a lot on the internet. You should feel honored. Okay, Grandma, time for your meds. We're gonna put you back to bed. So, have a good night. Send my best to the family. I see you're in school now. Congrats. I'm not really sure what else to say.
Shut up, Grandma! Drink your prune juice!
At least that last sentence is super relatable. So yeah, what the fuck are we doing here? Even sending your best to the family would open up an awkward conversation. Hey, so-and-so's grandma wanted me to tell you guys hi. Oh, how'd you get talking to her? Well, her grandson sent me some pictures. And then dad goes and burns his house down.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to shoot him. I just want to talk to him.
What are you supposed to do at that point? Opie just says, okay, Mrs. Neckbeard's grandma, I appreciate your getting back to me. I hope you do actually confront him about this conduct and seek some help for him, because this can really be construed as menacing behavior. And I think that this being his default with women makes it worse, not better. OP is so cordial. Very direct, but very cordial. I find that sometimes you need to scream at people in order to get the message through. That's just me. Especially if you're like a relatively quiet guy in your regular life. The one time that you scream, it's going to be super effective. I'll have him send an apology your way for sure. Grandma's not listening at all. Thank you for the thought, but I'd rather he not contact me again for any reason. I'd rather know he's getting help than know that he is remorseful. Yeah, which he wouldn't actually be. He's play acting remorse for Grandma. Too wild, dude, too wild. But Grandma has the topper right here. Boys will be boys. Yeah, if you let them. I don't think that this is every little boy's default mode, but you do have to let them know where the line is. That's why we need more strong fathers in homes. If you're out there being a good dad, listening to this, I see you, I appreciate you, I feel you. We have a kinship. A parasocial through the internet YouTube kinship, but leave a comment, I'll heart it. That's as close as we can ever be, I guess. Hormones are something you can seek help for, but he does need to be reminding of proper online manners. So rest assured, I'll pass this along. Good night. Night. She knows. She knows the message is never going to make it to Neckbeard. Might make it to his ears, but never to his brain. He doesn't listen to Grandma at all. He says the right words to get her off his back. I seen little turds like this before. I was a little turd like this before. And yeah, you need to seek change within yourself. Realize that gym maxing or whatever it is isn't the answer to all your problems. I truly hope the dude will seek self-betterment in other ways than just like, you know, the exterior stuff. There's a lot of deprogramming that needs to go on just from the way that he talks and stuff, but he's dumb enough that probably he'd be receptive to it, you know? There's like the low and high end of the spectrum that is willing to listen to differing opinions, and then the middle is just like, nah, I don't want to hear any of that. You might make me change my mind. It's like, well, isn't that a good thing? Whatever. Anyway, no updates from this OP since, so I can't confirm or deny. Your mid-20s, it's sort of a weird time. I don't know. I don't think I was ever this bad and menacing and possessive outside of, like, you know, early high school days, where you're really learning your social boundaries and whatnot. This guy should know by now. Apparently he doesn't, because Grandma and probably everybody else just makes excuses. I don't know. I don't have high hopes for him, but fingers crossed. We got lots of names scrolling by as we have our little outro fireside chat, and I'd like to thank all of the Jerry Army, the Bean Boys gang, the Patreon and YouTube members that do us so proud every single month. I appreciate you guys hanging out, being a part of what we're building here. Check out the community group chat over on Patreon. Hit me up on Discord if you'd like. That link's in the description as well. We got a Twitter. There's so many things that you could click upon if you were so inclined. But if you're not, that's cool. I just appreciate you watching the video, especially if you watched it this far, friends. Always remember that you are loved, you are worthy. You definitely deserve it. And I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.